And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight, we are watching and reacting to the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF League draw. Of course, the secondary competition in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The competition that put me over a lot more on YouTube. It's happening again. 2 more times. 2021, 2022, then the Champions League is expanded, but we have 2 more of these. So we will go over the pots for these teams. First off, in the preliminary round, the first pot in the preliminary round, pot 1, Santos de Guapiles, Costa Rica, Once Deportivo, El Salvador, Marathon, Honduras, CD Faz, El Salvador, Universitario, Panama, Metropolitan, Puerto Rico. Pot 2, Derlangen, Forge FC from Canada. There you go. Comunicaciones from Guatemala, Samaritain from Martinique, Santa Lucia from Guatemala, and Verdes from Belize. Most of these teams, good amount of these teams have made appearances in the CONCACAF League. Santos de Guapiles, Marathon, Faz, Universitario, don't think they have. Forge, Comunicaciones, and, well, Verdes would have been in last year's, but had problems with COVID. And then in the round of 16, the pots in the round of 16, pot 1, Club Atlético Independiente de la Chorrera, Olimpia, Alajuelense, Plaza Amador, Motagua, Alianza, Real Esteli, and Saprissa. And then pot 2, Inter, Moingo Tapoe, and Guastatoya with the 6 preliminary round winners. We were waiting for the draw to start on TUDNA to go watch the draw, but here we are. We'll talk in the comments before we start. What's your prediction on how Qatar will do in the Gold Cup? I think they'll finish second in their group. But they'll lose in the quarterfinals. That's my prediction. No, they can't. There's only Forge. That's the only team in North America that's in the CONCACAF League for winning the Canadian Premier League in the Island Games last year. 2-time Canadian Premier League champions, Forge FC. Back to back. They're the only North American team who were in it, just like last year. No, this is the smaller teams tournament, the Central Americans tournament. Qatar loses to Mexico in Gold Cup final. No. Canada will be in the Gold Cup final. Don't worry. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this in the algorithm. Let's blow this one up because looks like there isn't many CONCACAF League draw videos on YouTube, especially in English. I don't even know if TUDNA is going to show it. I know they said they would with their, on the guide saying CONCACAF League Sorteo, but I'm not so sure. But this is the only thing I can find to watch it. So you'll find out when I do. Will Canada have their A squad? Seems like they will. It sounds like Mexico's going all out, though, I've heard. So I've heard Mexico's going all out. So I've heard. But Canada's going to have their A squad. And I think they'll have a good Gold Cup. I really do. I can't wait to see it. But there's a lot of big things before then. And we're right there. They should start turning it over before we see. So, CONCACAF League draw, a single blind draw. The preliminary rounds will be drawn. The first team in Pot A. Every team in Pot A, when they're drawn, will be put into each team, each round, each leg, each matchup. And then same with Pot 2. Then with those, you will have the same single blind draw for the round of 16, Pot 1, and then Pot 2 with the 6 preliminary round ties in Pot 2 going against one of the teams in the round of 16, Pot 1. And then you'll have 2 regular full round of 16 ties. That's how this works. A single blind. No A1, no B1, like the CCL. None of that. This is just, they draw the team, they're in that position. That's what this is. Draw a team, they're in that position. Starting with preliminary, then the round of 16 pots. Pot 1 and 2, pot 3 and 4. Huh. Okay. Wrong CONCACAF tournament. Do we have an A squad? Yes. Canada has an A squad. But there's CONCACAF clips, so looks like, oh, look. We'll see. Hate to name Chris Armas new manager tomorrow. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this in the algorithm. So we're just waiting for the CONCACAF League draw. Come on, TUDN. Don't do this to us. What if Qatar wins the Gold Cup? That would be a little bit... That would suck, honestly. That CONCACAF teams get beat by an Asian team, that would be kind of embarrassing for CONCACAF as a whole. Whether it's Canada, the USA, Mexico, Central America, everybody's going to be embarrassed. You don't want to see that. I mean, we're a better confederation than Asia anyway. So I don't know why we'd lose to them. Josie Stanger going. Seems like he's going. We just don't know where. But still, he's not even good anymore. So let's not play with this fact that he's awesome. Huh. Just a lot of CCL footage so far. I don't know what point they're trying to make. Okay, so it is the CONCACAF League draw with the CCL trophy as the freaking background. Jesus Christ. They don't even know. I guess they're like, yeah, there's no Mexican team, so it's really just a CCL qualifier, which it is, but so I'm just waiting for them to turn it over. I swear to God, if this is just them pissing about CCL ties, I swear to God, I can't hear, but we'll see when they switch it, if they switch it. I know CONCACAF is probably going to honestly piss about with the draw anyway, so I'll give it like 15 minutes. You said Sorteo CONCACAF League, Liga CONCACAF Sorteo 2021. Liars. See, this is what I was worried about. Can an MLS team pull off a comeback like Liverpool 4-0 Barcelona, aka remontada? Well, I mean, the semifinals haven't started yet, so technically they couldn't, but we'll see what happens in the tournament of the CCL when it restarts in August, the middle of August, and then the second legs are in September, but no. I don't think Philly's that good. The only one left is Philly. Why do you think they're that good? It's not 2020 anymore. Let me check CONCACAF's Twitter before I lose my mind. Or the SCL hashtag. If they're really going to do this, I'll be pissed. Just checking some out here. Nope. Oh, I'm not happy right now. Of course, 2DNA would lie. Take the piss about it. No teams have been drawn yet, though, so... I'm the third best result on YouTube for the 2021 draw. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. I swear to God, if we get screwed over here, I'm not happy. 2DNA can... See, because CONCACAF didn't put one on YouTube this year like they did last year. I don't think Mexico or USA will win this year's Gold Cup. I would agree. I think it's going to be Canada. And I'll take it. Canada isn't going to lose until Mexico in the octo. Bold prediction. They aren't going to lose a match until they play Mexico in the octo in the second window in October. Bold prediction. And they won't lose again until they play Mexico in the second match they have in January. No. November. I think it's the first 6, and then Mexico starts it all over. So the end of November or middle November. That's it. And then Canada won't lose again until, well, probably the World Cup. Unless they have to play a playoff, then I don't know what the hell's going to happen. But I don't know what the hell's going to happen. So there you go. Stop being so negative. This team is better than the bottom 4. And at home, they should win. USA's group is hard. Yeah, Canada's going to beat the USA. Canada's going to beat Haiti and Martinique. I just don't think the USA is really that good, if I'm being completely honest. To be fair. Really, it seems like this will be more of a shoot the breeze video, I guess, because TUDNA lied. It looks like it. Nobody cares about you pissing about CCL. This is about the CL. We get it. Mexico kicks MLS's ass. Do you have to piss about it? Why is the CONCACAF stream blocked for me? Because must be in Mexico. So I guess TUDNA is actually going to show it. At some point after they stop pissing about. Nobody cares. We get it. Nobody but Mexico's won the CCL since 2006. We get it. Shut the hell up. This is about the CONCACAF League. Shut up. It's like, oh, but it's a CONCACAF draw, so why not talk about it? Go take Mr. Bucket and put it on yourself. No? I'm Mr. Bucket. Please, somebody got that joke. Nobody cared. Oh, Haiti's won one before. Canada not having 2 subcampeones. You're not going to talk about that? No tweets are coming out about. Oh, no, they're still talking about stuff. Okay. Yeah, they're talking about Johan Venegas being a goleador. They definitely confuse CONCACAF champions and CONCACAF League. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just because there are no Mexican teams, stop jacking yourselves off, all right? You can talk about it in mid-August when the CCL comes back, okay? After Philadelphia gets curb stomped. You don't have to do it right now, all right? We get it. We get it. It's like whenever they want to talk about their dominance, they're just going to do it. I mean, I don't like it, okay? We get it. This one isn't doing that great, to tell you the truth. But hey, we're doing fun. We're having fun. If it ain't up by like 7:20, 7:30 to the CL draw area, I'm not going to be happy. But maybe they're just taking their sweet time too. Because I saw the Johan Venegas thing. They should be giving stats about winners of CL, not CCL. But there's only been 4, 17, 18, 19, 20. And this is the 5th. And there's only 2 more after this before the CCL gets re-expanded again. So I get it, but there's no Mexican teams. That's the thing. Saludos desde... Saludos. Vamos Esteli. Saludos. Saludos. Saludos, hermano. Saludos. Esteli is in the pot. They are in pot 1 of the round of 16. So pot 3. They're throwing it, I think. At least a commercial. Oh, boy. I'm not happy. Did we just get baited? Hold on. I'm trying. It's not my fault. I can't. Forge FC. Make any tweets about the CL draw? Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Damn it. Yeah, I don't have VPN. No VPN, my friends. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Get it going. Tell me if I'm missing anything. Your thoughts. What is somebody pinging me about on Discord? I won't see it till this is over. Unless... Nothing has started yet. I don't know. I'm trying, my friends. I'm trying. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. 9 people. Like, share, subscribe. I haven't missed anything yet, I don't think. But if it doesn't really start picking up, I'm not happy about it. But again, single blind draw. So they draw pot 1 in the preliminary round. And then everybody who's drawn in pot 2 would face that team in preliminary 1, 2, 3, and so on. Same with the round of 16. So when each pot gets drawn, there's no like A1, B1, nothing like that. Single blind. That's how this works. It's running up, so I know it's close. And TUDNA's lying through the skin of their teeth. Because that's all I can watch it on. Sadly enough. It's like, oh, Sorteo CONCACAF League 2021. We ain't gonna show it. DirecTV lied and TUDNA lied. Oh boy. This is and YouTube ain't showing it in America because, you know, TUDNA, so they should be able to show it. Where are you watching it? TUDNA. I guess TUDNA should be showing it because if it wasn't blocked in America, well, on YouTube, they would be showing it, right? So I don't know why I'm worried, but I just don't trust when I don't have a stream that I know is dedicated to it. As it's inside of Linea de Cuatro, or Linea de Quattro, and I'm like, okay, all right. That's a hat flick. I have trust issues. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends before this starts. But it's starting to blow up, so I know it's close. I may be missing something. Don't tell me we're getting screwed over by TUDNA. They shouldn't be, but they were pissing about, talking about CCL results. I'm like, that ain't this tournament. It's a qualifier, but it's not. Huh. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. And they're showing Toronto Cruz Azul as well. And also TUDNA's commentators take years. And now I was already pissed off, and now they're showing Toronto versus Cruz Azul highlights. Suck my left nut. Suck my left nut. Well, this is a waste of time. Oh. And then Monterrey, Cruz Azul, or Columbus. I'm trying. I have nothing to do with this. I thought I was going to be able to watch it, and they screwed me over. So I don't know. I absolutely don't know. I'm checking Twitter. Nobody's commented saying if I'm missing anything. No. Doesn't look like it yet. Twitter would say it. I'm not. Doesn't look like it. Like the draw proper hasn't started yet. Looks like it on Twitter, so. Huh. Maybe it is like 30 and 25 or 30 and they're just taking the piss, but now they're showing highlights of America, Portland. Don't understand. I'm here to support the 3 Guatemalan teams, Comunicaciones, Santa Lucia, and Guastatoya. Cool. What team would you like Forge to face? In the first round, Foz. CD Foz. Even though they had a upset win over Managua last year, I don't think Foz would be a hard test for Forge over 2 legs. Also, Universitario or Metropolitan, I would have no problem with that. Santos de Guapiles and Marathon, I wouldn't want. Once Deportivo, I'm not really sure about for that. And then for the round of 16, whatever, I would hope they get Plaza Amador or Real Esteli. I think they'd have problems with anybody else. Maybe Independiente, I think they could beat as well. But Alajuelense, Olympia, Motagua, Alianza, Saprissa, I don't want them to get them until at least the quarterfinals. That's my thought there. But that's my thought. Who I want. For Forge. Will they get him? No, they'll get somebody hard. Forge really disappointed in last year's CONCACAF League. I mean, they should have beat Arcaí, and they really should have won that play-in game, but I don't know if they would even got that far if it was the regular format. So they didn't score well, though. They beat Tauro pretty convincingly. They beat Municipal Limeño pretty convincingly. I don't know. Here we go. Yep. Here we go. They're showing it. CONCACAF League Sorteo. Here we go. Preliminary round, octavos de final. Preliminary round, there's 12 clubs in a single blind draw in 2 pots. Those pots are Santos de Guapiles, Once Deportivo, Marathon, Faz, Universitario, and Metropolitan in pot 1. Pot 2, Diriangan, Forge FC, Comunicaciones, Samaritain, Santa Lucia, and Verdes. And then in the round of 16, you get each pot. Every team in pot 1 will be put in the spot A1 to A6. No drawing of positions. It just goes straight down. Then pot 2 goes the same way. First team drawn into B1, and then so on and so forth. And then the same happens with the round of 16 pots. So here we go. Same happens with a round of 16 pots. But we're talking about preliminary round still. But that is our preliminary round. And each pair would face each other. I don't think, teams from the same country cannot face each other. And the clubs in pot 1 host the second leg at home. The away teams in the second leg will be the second pot teams. Pot 2 teams, home teams in the first leg will be the second pot teams. In pot 3 are all the teams. But here we go. Preliminary round so far. Pot 1, first team to be drawn out of pot 1 is, here we go. Here we go. And then pot 2, finally. No worries. We're seeing it as time goes on. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this in the algorithm. Let's get it going. Scotiabank CONCACAF League 2021. That's something to be proud of. Boom. Okay, here's the first team to be drawn in pot 1. Out of pot 1. Here we go. Faz, Marathon, Universitario, Metropolitano, Once Deportivo, Santos de Guapiles. Who will it be? It is Once Deportivo. Once Deportivo. Team 2. Who will it be? Will be Marathon. CD Marathon. Then team 3 Team 3 is in 3, Santos de Guapiles of Costa Rica. And then Team 4 in preliminary round 4 from pot 1 will be CD Universitario. Next team drawn will either be Foz or Metropolitan. Who will it be? It is Metropolitan. Which means CB Foz is in preliminary round 6. And then CD Foz is in preliminary round 6 of El Salvador. So we have Once Deportivo, CD Marathon, Santos de Guapiles, CD Universitario, Metropolitan, CD Foz. Now we have the preliminary round 2 teams. And first out of preliminary round 2, pot 2, or first out of pot 2 for the preliminary round, we have Comunicaciones So Comunicaciones versus Once Deportivo. Once Deportivo versus Comunicaciones. Next team in pot 2 for round 2 will be Durangan, which will be in Durangan. Next team, the third team out of pot 3, Verdes against Santos de Guapiles. So we have CD Marathon versus Durangan, Santos de Guapiles versus Verdes. The next team out, Forge, Santa Lucia, or Samaritain. Against Universitario, who will it be? Samaritain. Forge or Santa Lucia? Metropolitan will face Santa Lucia. And then Forge will face Foz. CD Foz versus Forge FC. I don't hate it. I'm happy with it. I'm good. I like it. Forge FC versus Foz. I said I wanted that. Now, the round of 16 pots. We have Once Deportivo versus Comunicaciones. Marathon versus Durangan. Santos de Guapiles versus Verdes. Universitario versus Samaritain. Metropolitan versus Santa Lucia. And Foz versus Forge. Now with round of 16. Pot 1. Who we have in the first tie? Alianza, first out of pot 1 of the round of 16. Now, second out of pot 3. For pot 3, who is next out of pot 3? That will be Deportivo Saprissa. Now, who we have third out of pot 3 for A3? Who do we have in A3? That will be Alajuelense, the CONCACAF League defending champions. Now in A4 pot 3. It will be Olympia, CD Olympia. Now, we have Independiente, Plaza Amador, Motagua, and Real Esteli left for round of 16-5. Who do we have as the 5th team out of pot 3? Club Atlético Independiente de la Chorrera. Now, the 6th team out of pot 3. Amador, Motagua, Real Esteli. Who will it be? That will be, for a round of 16-6, Plaza Amador. Next up, will it be Motagua or Real Esteli in A7 for the round of 16? That will be FC Motagua in round of 16-7. And then finally will be Real Esteli in round of 16-8. Two named teams left, and then the 6 preliminary round winners. Guastatoya and Inter Moengo Tapo, Inter Moengo Tapo, the 2 named teams in pot 4. Then we have the 6 preliminary round winners. First team out will be first team out of pot 4, the final pot of this draw. First team out will be winner of preliminary round 1, which is Once Deportivo or Comunicaciones versus Alianza. Next up will be, out of the final 7 teams to be drawn for a round of 16-2. Round of 16-2. Who do we have? We have winner, preliminary round 5, Metropolitan Santa Lucia. I don't want Forge to go against Alajuelense. Don't be 6. Don't be 6. Don't be 6. Guastatoya, Moengo Tapoe, 2, 3, 4, and 6 in pot 4. And against Alajuelense, it'll be Guastatoya. Guastatoya. CD Guastatoya. Forge missed 3 big teams. Will they miss another? 4 preliminary round winners and Moengo Tapoe left. Don't be 6. I don't want Olympia either, at least at this point. That will be Inter Moengo Tapoe against Olympia from Suriname. Four preliminary round winners left. 2, 3, 4, and 6 against Independiente. This is the better part of the draw. Will it be preliminary round winner 6, Club Atlético Independiente versus Foz or Forge FC? I'll take Independiente. I'll take Independiente in the round of 16 if Forge gets that far. 2, 3, and 4 against Plaza Amador. It will be winner preliminary round 3, which is Santos, de Guapiles, or Verdes. Now, finally, RP2 or RP4 and against Motagua will be preliminary round 4 winner, which is Universitario versus Samaritain, and then finally Real Esteli versus preliminary round 2 winner, which is CD Marathon or Durangan. So that is your CONCACAF League draw. To recap, we'll recap. Preliminary round 5 to recap after this is over. Preliminary round 5, Metropolitan. Slash Santa Lucia. Boom, boom, 4. There we go. And then finally, Marathon. Boom. Perfect. Now, finally, 2, and then show it again. So 6, Independiente versus Plaza Amador. Motagua Esteli. Oh, okay. Oh, they got an easy draw. So Forge versus Independiente. Winner of Plaza Amador versus Santos Verdes. Motagua for Esteli. So Motagua Esteli, Forge. Okay. Forge could easily go to the final. They got the easiest draw. They got the easy side. Winner of Plaza Amador versus Santos Verdes against Independiente or Forge. If Forge gets through, then the other side be Motagua. And then Universitario Samaritain, probably Motagua. Esteli versus Marathon Durangan, probably Esteli. Forge versus Plaza Amador or Santos de Guapiles, I think Forge. Motagua versus Esteli. Then you got Esteli or Motagua versus Forge. Forge is going to the CCL next year. Oh my God. If everything goes to plan, they got an easy draw. All right. Oh, I know about Panamanian teams, all right? I'm a Toronto FC fan. I know. Oh, but guess what? Forge has Omar Brownie. Just signed him today. They took him. It's like they knew this was going to happen. They took him. Yes. I'll take it. Oh, Forge FC. Let's go. What an easy draw for Forge FC. Compared to the other side, like you're only going to have to face Alianza, Saprissa, Alajuelense, Olympia in the final. They're going to the CCL. They're going to the CCL. I don't care. They're going to the CCL next year. Omar Brownie, I trained with him all the pandemic, dude. That's awesome. Omar's a great player. Of course, I know that. Because CCL 2019, I know that. He's an amazing player. I love watching him. I'm happy he's going to Forge. I'm happy. At least he's not tormenting one of my teams again. So that's great. That's great. He's a great player, though. I respect him. What he did in the CCL against Toronto and Kansas City, I respect him. He's a great player. I respect him. So if you are in touch with him, tell him I said that. Yeah, I did make that video saying he's stuck in my head rent-free, but that was a little bit of banter. Or there's a moment where they're stuck in your head rent-free. Like Steve Dangle made a TikTok saying like, what players stuck in your head rent-free? And I was like, Omar Brownie. Because, of course, I'm a Toronto fan, so I think we're the bee's knees, and then we got our asses kicked by Independiente. So, because of him, frankly. He also played with Montreal. He wasn't the best with Montreal, but I think that was more just that didn't fit, honestly. Montreal was not a great team at that point. But let's get back into this before I end this. So, recapping in preliminary round 1, Once Deportivo versus Comunicaciones, El Salvador versus Guatemala. Preliminary round 2, CD Marathon of Honduras versus Durangan. Preliminary round 3, Santos de Guapiles of Costa Rica versus Verdes of Belize. CD Universitario of Panama versus AS Samaritain of Martinique. Preliminary round 5, Metropolitan of Puerto Rico versus Santa Lucia of Guatemala. And then finally, preliminary round 6, CD FAS of El Salvador versus Forge FC of Canada. And then in the round of 16, Alianza of El Salvador versus the preliminary round 1 winner, Once Deportivo or Comunicaciones. Round of 16, tie 2, Saprissa of Costa Rica versus the preliminary round 5 winner of Metropolitan and Santa Lucia. Round of 16, number 3, Alajuelense of Costa Rica defending CONCACAF League champions against CB Guastatoya of Guatemala. Olympia of Honduras versus Inter Moengo Tapoe of Suriname in round of 16-4. Round of 16-5, Club Atletico Independiente de la Chorrera versus preliminary round 6 winner, FAS or Forge. Round of 16, number 6, Plaza Amador versus preliminary round 3 winner, Santos or Verdes, Plaza Amador of Panama. Yes. Round of 16-7, FC Motagua of Honduras versus preliminary round 4 winner, Universitario versus Samaritain. And then finally, round of 16-8, Real Esteli versus preliminary round 2 winner, Marathon versus Durangan. So there you go. That's your draw for the CONCACAF League. League starts the first week of August, the first midweek of August. I don't have my calendar with me, but I have the 3rd to 5th. First legs are on the 3rd to 5th of August. Yes. That sounds about, yeah, that's right. 3rd to 5th of August. Yes. 3rd to 5th of August are the first legs. Second legs are, boom. Second legs, I'm going to use that because I have to say that. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, 3rd and 5th of August, if I'm sure. 2 legs. It's back to the old format, pre-COVID. 2 legs per round, preliminary round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal, final. Ends in December after MLS Cup. 15th or 16th is the second leg of the final. So that's going to be the RSR3 finale, by the way, y'all. CONCACAF League final, second leg, no matter who's in it. Hopefully it's Forge because they have an easy draw. Don't screw it up this time. But there you go. So hopefully they're there. Or at least qualified for the CCL by getting to the semis at least. Hopefully they make a deep run, but they should. There you go. If you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends, RSR, about the draw out within the hour. You love to see it. Go check out my Patreon. Click the link in the description below. There'll be more CONCACAF League stuff in August because your boy loves this competition and Forge is in it. So we're going back to it. You are going versus Kai in the next round. If Forge gets past Foz, yes, but I think they will. I think Forge is better than that 2019 Toronto team. And besides, they have Omar Brownie. Hopefully he gets on them instead of, he goes after them. Just a little bit of poetic justice. Not poetic justice, but irony. Irony. Yeah, I'm probably going to buy Omar Brownie Forge jersey this year. I have to, because that's just irony of the highest order. That's just irony. But yes, see you soon. recap video within the hour. See ya.